name is ZeBirdBrain and today we are talking about Storyboard Pro because yes, it is February again and this means the next couple of tutorials are going to be dedicated to Storyboard Pro. So today I'm going to do a little tips and tricks session because it's been a while since I've done one and little things that could be useful to you guys. So first off, if I'm about to clean up this panel that was drawn by my friend Isaac Nunez, it's amazing. You should check out this stuff. I'm gonna put it into the description below. He makes the funniest script ever, so if you ever need someone to write scripts for you, he also takes scripting commission. So if I'm about to clean this, if you use just a brush and you clean it, it's a bit hard to see what you're doing. So of course you can use that thing, the light bulb, to have your other layers washed out. So that's really nice. But sometimes you want to edit how that washing out happens. You can do that from either the preferences into camera, and then you're gonna find here the light table opacity. You can change it here like it's by percentages. You can also change how your onion skin works in there, which is something we're gonna see later. But sometimes just going to the preferences all the time is annoying. So what you can also do is go here in the void, right click, you'll get your scripting toolbar, and then you can press on the little F here to manage your script. I'm not going to have you write anything. It's just that in Harmony and Storyboard Pro, if you go to that little scripting toolbar, you can find the script manager. And there's a bunch of little features there that are either a bit too niche, or maybe they just didn't make it to like the main interface. Like maybe they need some more work, or they're not absolutely perfect or something, or like I said, a bit too niche because you know how the interface is already crowded enough. You know, probably the dev want to keep it a bit lighter. But in there you have a bunch of little features that you might like, such as the top light. So the top light is the same icon as in Harmony. It's just that it's not into Storyboard Pro's general interface. But you know, it's hidden in there for some reason. And then if you click there, and you click there, you're gonna be able to press on the triangle to make it come into your interface. Then you press OK, and you're gonna have your icon right there. And if I click here, I will have a similar light table window as I have in Harmony, which allows me to play with my light table wash, or my onion skin, or my opacity, or whatever. You can play with it there. I think it's pretty useful. You can also then go to your toolbar that I had here. You could go to Customize. And you could also make that toolbar better, and you can also find the same script in this. So I'm going to press on Top Light. So I'm going to write Top Light, or just Top, and I'm going to find it here. And you can also bring it to that specific toolbar. It just depends on what you want to do. Most, if not all, toolbars are customizable, so you can just click on an existing icon. The icon needs to be active for some reason. If it's a grayed out icon, it's not going to work. But you can just right click on an icon, and you're always going to have Customize, which allows you to customize all of these toolbars to your liking. Of course, if you go to Windows, restore default workspace, you're going to lose these kind of customization, but that's the whole point, so just so you know. Yeah, so that's how you can customize your interface and get your little icons to do whatever you want. Honestly, it's very cool to just go into these like customized things, because you might find like features that you never thought were there. So a bit less so in Storyboard Pro because there is less features, but let me tell you, in Harmony I found a whole lot of things that are very useful. Another thing that I want to show you if you're doing like your cleanup or whatever is sometimes your rough is a bit too messy, or you want to have an easier time cleaning it. One thing that I've discovered is kind of useful when I clean up stuff is you can take your image, and here I'm gonna make a copy of it, duplicate my layer, and then this one, what I'll do is I'll right click, I'm gonna go to Apply Effect, I will blur it. You can do that by blurring it from that window. There's a preview button. So sometimes if you take your image and you blur it, it can help you clean it up. Of course, it's not for every style, but sometimes it can be useful. Of course, I had a vector image. I will need to convert it to bitmap because vectors cannot be blurred, just so you know. There we go, so now this thing is blurred. So if I try to clean it up, sometimes it just becomes a bit easier to focus on your actual lines instead of, or maybe over focusing on the very textured rough that you might have. So, kind of useful. And the last trick I want to show you is that if you're storyboarding and you make your layer, sometimes when you have your drawing and there is a mask behind it, so I'm gonna just do a little mask here by taking my colors, going to draw behind, making a mask. If you have a mask that is like opaque like this behind your layer, if you want to use the onion skin for it, you could go to the next panel and of course activate your onion skin. And when you activate it, it can be annoying because you're going to see all your layers, so of course don't forget to click on this icon. See, my toolbar is a bit too big, so I'm going to take it and bring it here. So you can click on this icon, toggle selected layers only, and it's going to only allow you to see the layer you have active. And even so, Storyboard Pro 20 came with a cool new feature. So if I go to the preferences into camera, you're gonna see into the onion skin. You can choose lightness as alpha. If I deactivate it, I'm gonna show you what happened. I'm gonna see, you know, my white mask through my onion skin, which is very annoying. So if you have things with white masks, don't forget to go into preferences, camera, and use lightness as alpha. This means that if you have a color under your drawing, if it's pale, it's gonna show up as almost invisible in your onion skin. So if it's white, it's going to show as invisible. Kinda neat. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.